Potential fooler.
My name is Xavier Mortimer. I'm originally from France. Since I was a kid, I was fascinated by the early era cinema, people like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. When I do a trick, I want to touch people by a story, or I want to be silly, goofy, or just beautiful. I was on Foolers last year, but in my last performance, I didn't fool them. The trick that I'm bringing, I created it. There's something in this trick that has fooled everyone that I've seen. This time on Foolers, I'm hoping to fool Penn and Teller. That would be cool.
This next great performer is ready to take the Fool Us challenge for a second time. Either that or he's a glutton for punishment. Here's Xavier.
Hi, thank you for having me again. I'm glad to be back in the show. When I do magic, I like to tell stories. And today, I want to tell you a story from my childhood. This is me. When I was 8 years old, there was this one girl. I was completely in love with her. One day, I saw her jumping rope by herself. I took a deep breath, walked over, and I said,
"Hello. I'm practicing because I want to jump higher than anyone else in the world." That's cool. Try.
I really wanted to impress her, so I've been practicing a lot. Let me show you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Xavier! Where did this story come from?
So it's funny because I dreamt of it. And when I woke up, I was like, oh, there's this cool picture of flying with the jump rope. And I was like, okay, now let's do it. I really thought it was impossible, but I've been working on it. And now here it is.
Wow, so then you had to sort of make that dream come to be.
Yeah.
So how long does that take?
It took me 2 years to work on the project. It's a long process. I had to figure the concept, how it can be done, and then work on how to present it and have a story of it and make it enjoyable and entertaining.
All right, well, I think the guys are ready. So let's see what Penn and Teller think. Guys?
Oh, man, you can come back as much as you want. That's such beautiful stuff you did.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Everybody that does a levitation, the first thing they need to do is to bring out the stupid hoop and show the hoop to show there's no wires. And your idea of bringing in a jump rope, which goes all the way around you, the same way as a hoop, and demonstrates that there are no wires going above you or around you, is a terrific thing. Also, you know, there's such good thinking behind this, because we always think for a levitation that something comes from above and picks you up. Whenever they're doing a levitation on Broadway, they throw a wire in up above here and a guy pulling from the back, and up you go, and it doesn't fool anybody. This, I think, fooled an awful lot of people, but we know that you are a little more like a dancing handkerchief than you are like a Peter Pan levitation on Broadway, and that's what makes this so clever and what will fool, I think, almost everybody.
Do you find yourself relating to a handkerchief? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but I think the idea is how come the jump rope goes around.
Oh, I see. Do you want to maybe whisper to him a little bit or something to talk about that? Because I'm afraid if I say more, I'm going to say too much. And I really don't want to blow this gag.
He might give you a drawing. I'm going to pretend that Penn's distracting me so I don't look. Oh, wait. Wait a second.
Well, I guess I better get my ass up here.
Wait. Yeah, I'm not doing
might get serious.
This might be something
If it's going to be serious, I want to be here.
I want you here.
Yeah.
I need you. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh.
I think Teller just said the magic words that you guys aren't going to hear.
Xavier, what do you think? Did you fool them? It's...
No, he's right.
Okay, good. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Beautiful job.
He's right. It was very... Thank you. Xavier, thank you very much. It was beautiful. Thank you. All right. We've got more magic coming up, including a trick by Penn and Teller. Where magicians bring all the magic with them and we don't help them at all. It keeps our show honest and cheap. Let's meet our next cost-efficient fooler.
When I first started, early 70s, I was a little edgier. I was the Rocky Horror magician because I wore women's clothes in my act. And in 1977 to 78, I started opening for some of the top rock and roll people in the country. And that lifestyle was just as you might imagine. The first time Penn and Teller and I were together, we were on a show, and they were the hosts. This was 1994, 95. And we worked with all the comedy magicians that they felt significant, and I was very honored to be on that show with them. There's one thing that I'm doing in this show that I don't think Penn and Teller are aware of. Watch me, fellas. Watch me fool you.
Please welcome the comedy magic of Fielding West.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to be here to fool Penn and Teller tonight. I'm going to get somebody from the audience to help me for just a moment. I got a young lady right here. Hi. Would you examine this magical scarf for just a second, please? Thank you. Okay, no. I'm not going to tease you. I just want you to give me five. Hit my hand like that. You know when they call that give me five? Is that what the expression, give me five? Okay, if you do that like that, then you get this right here. Give her a nice round of applause. Thank you. That's it. Isn't that a great trick? That's what I like to see. I like to see a crowd that really... Hey. I said sit. Give me five again, will you, for the... It happens, ladies and gentlemen. I think we just have to be prepared for the worst in life. For those of you in the audience that have kids, you might appreciate this little roll of toilet paper I have to carry around. Don't laugh. Thank you. Hey, whoa. Hey. It's a souvenir for later things. Boy, when I got kids in the crowd, I like to do tricks like this. I say, hey, kids. For 25 cents, what hand's he in? It's magic. Thank you. Thank you. I see the bird's okay. It's let me check. Yeah, he's fine. Thank goodness that little guy's into yoga, man, because when I cram him into that one hand, it sure is tight. Speaking of tight, I think this crowd's taking this stuff a little too seriously. You better come out of there alive. Oh, this has never happened before again. Okay, come on out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it, my buddy, Mr. Bob the Bird. Take a bow, Bob. That's me. He doesn't have a microphone. Okay, listen. You know, some people, I can see the looks on your faces. You don't really feel this is a real, live, breathing animal. Would you like to pet him on the head? The lady that slapped my hand, you want to pet him on the head? If you want to pet the bird on the head, you got to get a good grip on that little sucker. You got to reach right on down, you got to grab that little head. You just got to pull it, baby. I really love it in Las Vegas. Oh, well, let me put this back over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob the Bird.
Fielding West, everybody. And Bob the Bird.
Go ahead, you can
Bob.
Watch this. Give her 5, Bob.
Oh.
There you go. Watch this. See? What? No. Okay. You are so nervous.
I'm scared you're going to take his head off again.
No, watch. Watch.
Yeah.
Kill! Oh, no. It's just a little... I just do this little thing, but sometimes Are you okay? Because I still got the toilet paper for the...
I do. I love your toilet paper. Okay. I love Bob.
There you go.
I love Bob, and I'm glad he's okay.
I want to tell you something, if you'll notice, because I'm a real big animal aficionado. I don't clip the wings. This bird can take off and fly out there and do it any time.
And does he like that I'm petting him, or I should stop?
No. This is. You are going home with her.
Yes. Yay.
Oh,
my little sweet friend. Hi. Oh, they're ready. Let's find out if you fooled Penn and Teller.
It's really fabulous. It's really they put together wonderful thing. And you do it with one bird. And even though you rip its head off, smash it, put it in your hand, shove it in your pocket, you show so much more respect than other magicians.
Thank you.
And you know what I'm talking about. The bird has a personality. The bird is kind of the star, and you make it a real, one thing we've said before on this show is comedy magic usually lacks comedy and magic. Yes. And you have both. Yeah. And it's wonderful. And what people may not know is the ripping the head off the dove goes back to the 18th century, Bosco, right?
Yes.
But more important than that, the ripping the head off an animal and moving it around is described of magicians in biblical times. It goes all the way back. It's been around for thousands of years, and yet Fielding West improved it. Because when you pull the head off, you have the tendons, the little stretch thing, which is so much better than Jesus did it. So much better.
Did you hear that?
Is the award coming down yet?
The production would have fooled the hell out of us if we didn't share the same teacher as you.
Listen, just to be compared, to be put in the same Dove act as Jesus, I think this is fantastic for me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Fielding West.
Thank you.
Thank you for my new pet.
Thank you.
Bye, Fielding. Thank you. Okay, more Fool Us will magically appear after this. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us. Let's meet our next trickster.
Hi, I'm Caleb Wiles, and I'm the Puzzle Master Magician. I'm a little bit obsessed with wrestling and Rubik's Cubes. I've been a wrestling fan since as long as I can remember. I think that's where I learned to have energy when I'm performing magic on stage. Within the magic world, I'm known more as a creator and a theorist more than I am an actual performing magician. Magic is about figuring out the puzzle. A Rubik's Cube, you only have a certain number of colors to work with, a certain number of pixels. It's almost a magical object in itself, the way it stays together even though it moves about. Magic sometimes can be created from very simple ideas, and you can create something extraordinary.
From Indianapolis, please welcome Caleb Wiles.
Thank you. Tonight, I want to try something different, something that's never been done before on this show. You see, normally the idea is for a magician to come out here and show you all a trick that will hopefully fool Penn and Teller. But I want to take things to the next level and do something perhaps even more incredible. You see, I've created a trick that has been specially designed to be performed by somebody who is not a magician. Somebody who doesn't practice sleight of hand, who doesn't read magic books. In fact, it's somebody who doesn't even know I'm about to call her up here on stage. Allison, I have created this trick specifically for you. Would you mind coming up here to give me a hand?
Okay.
And Penn and Teller, you can join me up on stage and get a front row seat as well. Let's give them a big round of applause. Allison, you can step right back here. Thank you so much.
Sure.
So Allison, if everything goes right tonight in your first ever magic trick, you are going to fool Penn and Teller. If something goes wrong, You are going to take all the blame.
Aww.
So no pressure, okay? But don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it every step of the way.
Please do.
In fact, we will start with the most basic step for any card trick.
Okay.
And that is to take out the jokers. So I'm going to spread through the cards here. And I'm going to take out the jokers, and as I do that, Penn and Teller, you may notice that there are some special cards in the deck. Those I prepared for Allison earlier. Those are some instruction cards that are going to help her kind of lead her through the trick. In fact, the first one is right here on top. So from here on out, Allison, you're going to do everything. You're going to be the magician. I'll be your lovely assistant.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, making her magic debut, the amazing Allison Hannigan. So, Allison, you're going to hold on to the cards, and I'm going to hold up the instructions so everybody can see. Step number 1 says to have a card selected. So that's a pretty typical step for a card trick, and we're going to do that in a very fair manner because this is Penn and Teller. So I have an idea for this, Allison. I want you to deal the top card face down onto the table.
Okay.
And then I want you to deal the next card face down on top of that. And you're going to continue dealing through the cards, but I want you to do it at a very slow, deliberate pace.
Okay.
And the reason is, Penn, in just a moment, you're going to call out stop. You can keep dealing, Allison. But whenever you get the urge, you're just going to call out stop.
How do I...
Stop!
Oh, my God!
Did you mean for this card, or did you want the card she was about to deal?
Oh, the card she was about to
deal. Now, you are the magician here, so you don't get to see the card, okay? But I am going to show it to the audience, and we'll make sure Penn and Teller get a chance to take a peek as well, okay? And we'll put the card here, and we'll move on to step number 2. You're doing good so far. Step number 2 says to bury the card in the deck. So I have an idea for that as well. Spread through until you get to the next instruction card. It's almost right near the top. Take these cards and put them on top. And actually, since it's so near the top there, take the whole deck and put it on top as well. That way we know Penn's card is really buried down in the deck. And you can pick up the cards in your hand again, and I'll read off the next instruction. So the next instruction, step number 3, says to do the cut shuffle. Now, that's a magician's term, Allison. I'll explain what that means. Basically, you're going to cut off about half the deck.
Okay.
And I want you to put those cards on the table. And then the cards that are left, I want you to give them a quick little shuffle.
Okay.
Awesome.
Not so good at that.
You're doing perfect. You're doing perfect. Okay, and then I want you to take about half. You go, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Until you're ready. Okay, then take about half of those cards, cut those down to the table. Perfect. And I want you to shuffle those cards again. Just give them a quick little mix. Perfect. And take all of those cards and put them right here. And now we'll move on to step number 4. Step number 4 says to assemble the deck. Now, this is where things get interesting. You get to stack them up in any order that you want. Just make a nice, neat pile on the table of all the cards.
Okay.
Perfect. So pick up those cards.
Okay.
And I want you to spread through them until you come to the next instruction card. And we'll just hope it's the right one. So keep going, keep going. I can see one coming up here soon. Keep going down the deck. Aha, okay, there it is. So cut these cards down to the bottom. We'll put these ones on top.
Okay.
And we need step number 5, and we have step number 5. So that's a good sign. We'll look at step number 5 next. It says, ask your participant to shuffle. So that would be me, Allison. And I want you guys to watch this really carefully, okay? I'm going to give the cards a mix. But Allison and Penn and Teller, I want you to make sure that this is not one of those fancy magician kind of mixes. Those cards really are being mixed all the way through the deck. And you can even see there are other instruction cards that are now kind of moving to new positions, okay? And I'll square them together as fair as I know how. We'll square the cards up just like this. And Allison, you can take these. Now, here it is. We've had a card selected in a fair way. You've shuffled the cards. I've shuffled the cards. The card is thoroughly lost. Now we have to find it. So we'll move on to step number 6. Step number 6 says to deal a pile of cards. So this is the exciting part. Now we're actually looking for Penn's card. So I want you to deal a card down there and just keep dealing a pile. Deal quickly so we can look for the next instruction card.
Wait.
That's all right.
I messed that up.
Okay, you're good. Keep going. There's the next. Yes, you're doing great, Allison. Keep the cards.
Okay.
Deal a new pile of cards. So keep dealing.
Okay.
Keep dealing. Oh, it says keep it up, Allison. You're almost there. I'm getting so excited. Keep going. There's got to be the next one. It says you're killing it, Allison. Hang on. Penn's card is only 3 cards away. So look, that's card number 1. That's card number 2. Don't show this, but hold on to that card. Now, I want you to think about this. Look, you shuffled these cards. There's no way any of us could know the order. Yes? I'm going to spread them onto the table. Those instruction cards could have ended up with any card in the deck.
Right.
They led us to the card that you're holding. For the first time, Penn, what card did you choose?
3 of spades.
Allison, if that is a 3 of spades, we are all going to freak out.
Yeah.
Show it to him. Do we get it? Yes!
I'm so good! right.
There's more. Because look, Penn, you stopped on the 3 of spades. You could have stopped at any card.
I could have.
But Allison and I, we knew you would stop exactly on the 3 of spades. Didn't we, Allison?
Totally.
Yeah. We want proof. Look, you stopped on the 3 of spades. And look, I have some other instruction cards here. And on the backs of the instruction cards, we have a perfect match. Look, there's the 3 of diamonds. There's the 3 of clubs. There's the 3 of hearts. A perfect prediction. But wait, there's more. Because look, Allison, had even one card been displaced, this pile could have been in a completely different order. This pile could have had more cards or less cards. This pile could have ended up over here instead of where it's at. So I guess there's only one last question to ask. Penn and Teller? Did we fool you?
Did you see their faces?
I did.
They're really good.
They were impressed by your card-handling abilities.
I think we might get a Vegas show.
We're the new duo.
I think so.
I
think I'll be the silent one.
Okay.
Yeah. So is this a trick you invented for this show?
It is. So this is a trick that's many years in the making. The original version, maybe it was 6 or 7 years ago, I created, and I've just been refining the method more and more and more until you see the final product you saw tonight.
Yeah, I like that. I think we might get a trophy.
I know.
Now, if you do fool them, do I get to keep the trophy?
I think that would be fair.
All right, I think they've had enough time. Let's check in with them.
So.
Allison.
Yes.
You did a wonderful job.
Why, thank you.
It was really, really great.
Aw, thank you. I think it's a fool.
Yeah, let's call it.
Just give us trophies.
That is such a beautiful trick that I'm tempted to cheat a little bit in your favor. Because I really want you on our show.
I'm good with that.
But I also...
Just stop there.
It's really, really complicated. And Teller came up with one question. And I've got to tell you honestly, I don't know the answer to this question, and neither does Teller. And we're willing to gamble everything on this one question. Okay? The hard part of this is how clean my selection was.
Yeah.
I said stop whenever I wanted to.
Yes.
So that selection was either really, really real or it was really, really good.
Okay.
And if that selection was really, really real, we should be able to go up right now and look at the faces of all those cards. If you want us to look at those faces of those cards, that trophy's going to go down. So now, sir, as great as you were, did you fool us?
I did not fool you. But I'm very happy to be here.
And I tell you, when you said that, it broke my heart too. I did not want to win this one because you are so good.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Caleb. More fantastic magic on the way. Don't say I didn't warn you. We'll be back. Welcome back to Penn and Teller Fool Us. I've got a good feeling about our next magician. Of course, I always have good feelings. I'm a happy person. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Kevin Hall, the Magic Maniac. Well, I came from a showbiz family, and I was kind of the black sheep going into engineering.
I designed computer circuits.
Did that for almost 20 years. I finally had a midlife crisis and wanted to explore some new avenues. I became a professional dancer, but the costumes and the music kind of a little embarrassing. Eventually, I went to a magic shop, bought one trick, came home and told my wife, I'm so excited, we're going to be magicians. And she goes, we are? I don't think I'll ever leave magic behind. I think I have found my place in the world at last.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Maniac Jack of Magic, Kevin Hall.
Greetings. Yes, I really am a maniac, so how about let's hear a nice, hi, maniac? Hi, maniac. Well, that was nice. I was trying to be nice, and you're already calling me names. Thanks. Actually, I think I know what you need. You guys need some entertaining anagrams. Yes, that's when you rearrange the letters inside of words to find the hidden words within. Now, I'm thinking, why use normal words like duck toaster when you could use people's names instead? For example, Penn Jillette. If you rearrange the individual letters in his name, it turns into the somewhat grotesque Teen Gel Pint. You should be proud of that, yes.
I am.
But it was most amazing is Penn's full name, Penn Fraser Jillette. It turns into this, Penn Teller Fair Jest. Now that is truly amazing, and I think Penn's parents deserve a round of applause. How did they know? Yes. Now we can have even more fun by rearranging these letters to spell the name of a very famous magician. And I think you all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one, the only, Rellet. That's right, Harry Rellet, king of the truck stop magician, star of stage, screen, and restrooms. Oh yeah, I could rearrange these letters by hands too, but why should I when I have this? That's right, my magic tube. Oh, it may look empty. Oh no, it's not. It's a device that can work both time and space. Watch. No matter what order these blocks go into, I can create the name of another famous magician with a simple clap. Everyone? Bam! Yes, and we get the incredible Rellet. It's not Harry Rellet. No, this is even more famous brother, Larry Rellet. You know the casino headliner from the Motel 6 down the... Okay, doesn't matter. The important part is that we created a perfect match, and the letters are only on one side. Ooh. Give a round of applause for Harry and Larry Rellet. The Rellet brothers. Very nice. Now, you probably already realized that these blocks can also spell another magician's name. Whoa, even more famous than Rellet. Yes, but can the magic tube match this when we throw blocks in at random? Okay, how about 2 L's and 2 E's and maybe an R and a T? Yes, can I actually get these 2 stacks to match? I don't know. Everybody just get ready and do it. Boom. And we have, whoa, the Towers of Teller. Whoa, that's a double shot of awesome. Give it up. Yes. Man. What is this? They're over there, they're saying, oh, that's not enough. I cannot believe it. That whole side of the audience is saying, no, Kevin, we want more. Say more. This side is saying, Kevin, we want control. Say control. And all of you are saying, Kevin, we want to pick the letters. Don't say that, no. Because there's over 700 possible combinations. You think I should just let you pick letters at random, do you? All right, Teller, would you mind just picking the first letter, anyone you want? Aha! T is a good choice. There we go. All right, let's see here. How about this gentleman right there? Sir, what would you like? R, a very good letter. We'll go like that. This is too easy. Audience, we could have this face up or face down. Which way? Face down. Face down, very, very good. Penn, would you mind picking a letter? We got L, L, and E.
E.
E. Would you like that face forward, face back, or sideways?
Sideways.
Sideways. Good choice. There we go. How about this lady over here? Would you like to pick a letter? We've got L and L left. You want an L?
I want an L.
Very good. Audience, all together now. Would you like this upside down, right side up, front, back, left, right, top, bottom, sideways, or inverted? Inverted, I think. Okay. All right. We'll toss this one in the air like that. Yes, here we go. And we'll put it like that. And what do we have? We have a mess. That's right. If we can actually fix this with the magic tube, I think it deserves a nice big round of applause, because think about it. No one could have predicted this pattern. So can I use a magic tube to make this mixed up mess spell Teller? Can I? Why should I? It's not Teller and Teller, it's Penn and Teller. Yes, I want you to get up and give it up for the powers of Penn and Teller. Yes.
You don't seem like a maniac at all.
No, really.
So when did you become a magician?
I was like 30-something. I had kind of a midlife crisis, and I decided that, hey, it's time to become a magician.
Wow. All right, I'm going to check in with the boys.
All right.
Boys, hello.
Oh, my goodness. You know, this is usually done with numbers. And you went to all the trouble to do it with our names. And I thought it was really great. I love the anagrams.
Well, thank you so much.
And I love the way the whole thing is laid out like this. I love how energetic it is. I love you calling yourself the maniac. And I love duck toaster.
Of course.
You know, it's so hard to bring up words that really are just funny just standing on their own. Are you good? Are you good at anagrams?
Not that good. It takes me a while to do them.
If I just gave you a few letters, would you be able to do a few anagrams? You don't do it loud. You could do it in your head, for instance.
All right.
If I gave you like H, and I gave you like L, and then another L, and then
Can I buy a
S, and then E. Could you anagram that?
It could be shells.
It could be that, yeah.
Could be, but probably hells.
Probably hells.
Yeah.
Probably hells what I meant. You got an idea what I'm talking about?
I think I might.
Because this is hells.
It's a hell of a, yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying it's a hell of a trick, is all I was saying, in my own little way.
Is he saying that, or is he like, oh, hell, he fooled me?
I think he's saying I slightly puzzled him. That's what I think he's saying. You know?
Are you convinced you didn't fool them?
I don't think I fooled them.
All right. But the Slightly Puzzled Award does go to Kevin Hall. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye now.
Performing next, my two favorite magicians and yours, Penn and Teller. Back in a few. 3 years ago, dance ensemble Pilobolus teamed up with Penn and Teller to produce a one-of-a-kind performance of movement and magic. It was all based on one word, escape. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on television, Penn, Teller, and Pilobolus.
I'm Penn Jillette, and these are my partners, Teller and Pilobolus. Harry Houdini is the most famous magician who ever lived. He was known more in his time as an escape artist, and he used not only magic, but also incredible strength and flexibility to accomplish these escapes. These dancers will attempt to do what we consider to be some modern-day Houdini escapes. Many of Houdini's escapes were against the police and in jail. In modern-day America, we deal with TSA. Darian is about to go through TSA in his own way. He's ready to travel. Please remove your shoes and jacket. No belts. Make sure there's nothing in your pockets. Oh, no. He's got his P&T Special Edition Bill of Rights printed on metal. Take his rights away from him, please. Bag check. I believe all of those are under 3 ounces. He's okay. All except for the switchblade. Yeah, put that in the TSA bin with the rest of the confiscated items. To be sure he doesn't get into more trouble on his trip, he'll be tied in place. Both arms and both ankles are tied and secured. This is a regulation duffel bag carrying Darian's pajamas. Probably should have put them on before, but Darian will be happy to fly in his business suit. Overbooked? Looks like he'll have to go into the overhead bin. Yeah, tie him up. Make him nice and comfortable, would you please? Boy, it's a shame he didn't get a chance to put on those pajamas because it's a red eye. Yeah, take him over there. Make him comfortable. Make him nice and comfortable there. There you go. And zip that up nice and tight there, would you? Yeah, get him in there and zip it up. And let's put a cable tie on that and lock it into place. Wouldn't want that bag to come open during turbulence. Make it nice and secure. Bon voyage, Darian. We'll see you in New York City. You know, Houdini was about the first celebrity to pose almost completely nude with just chains and locks. Houdini was overtly sexual. Houdini did many escapes from chains and locks, but Houdini never did an escape when he was chained to another human being. That pole between them is secured to the platform, and it's 13 feet high. They'll be tied to each other and around each other. All of this bondage gear is from our local home improvement store here in Vegas. None of it is gimmicked in any way at all. There you go, Teller. There you go, Jordan. Chain them up good. Here it is, the Gordian's stripper pole. Houdini dealt with safes, water tanks, straitjackets, heights, ice, rivers, but Houdini never dealt with duct tape. This is duct tape that you would buy at any hardware store and duct tape that would be used in any abduction. Teller is taping Jordan securely to a solid chair, both arms, both legs, and to make sure that she can't get any leverage, he will also tape her chest in place. Teller, make it so she can't move. Jordan, sit tight. We'll get right back to you. Darian, we're just about to take off. Matt and Sean, here we go. There's no beginning. There's no end. It's sticky. It's strong. And there is no way to cheat with duct tape. If you have duct tape at home, see if you can break out of even one wrap around. And she has dozens around her arms and dozens around her legs. Often, Houdini's escapes were timed. Jordan will also do her escape with a timer, and her timer looks like this. You can hold your breath safely right there in your seat, or hold your breath at home, and think about how much harder it would be with this much exertion. Do not try this or any other escapes at home. This is not fate. Ready, Jordan? Ready? Go!
this.